It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we've got the Dolphins' second-year quarterback.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals to the south, the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've been flawless all year long as they hit. The Jags defense ready to see if they can keep building on this long winning streak. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he's been a key reason why this defense is ranked as the #1 unit in the NFL. His ability to be in the right place nearly all the time and make big plays is a big reason why.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 76 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
On second down, Tua. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the #1 thing, take care of the football.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week, just over 100.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josh Allen, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Foyesade Oluwakin. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, They lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down.
Ready.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Flushed out right, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half as this next drive begins 1st and 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Tua going to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Tua. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Foye Sade Aluakin. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position as this drive starts inside the offense's 10-yard line.
He's supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat.
Tua now on first down. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
Well, partner, I'm just going to say this. Whoever did the scouting report for this game is going to get a raise because they've had their number at every turn, and they just buried him for a safety with ease. When you earn 2 points and give up 0 for a half of football, there's not much left you can improve on, even though they'll try.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They, you might remember, forced a safety last time they were out there, so they're playing with some confidence now as this drive begins with a first down.
All right.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get things started in the Meadowlands. An AFC battle as Houston is in town to take on New York. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one all tied.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory.
Get set.
3rd quarter begins with a run from A-Chain. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional, In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Drake Jackson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted, and you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Devin Lloyd, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A'Shawn Robinson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo of this offense, and as a result, they've got a comfortable 3rd quarter lead as this next drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll be looking to be the aggressors here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've pitched the shutout here into the 4th quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here.
Go ahead.
Tua now on 1st down. Open man downfield is Hill. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That pass is caught by Hardy. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Foya Sade Aluakin. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the fourth as this next drive starts 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Jags, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.